What? And you went in and you...
I went along and had a meeting. And they just said, right, got any ideas? And sort of said, what are you thinking? What sort of thing are you after? Are you after action, thriller, whatever?
Because you can provide any of it.
I love that he's playing it cool, like you've come to the right person.
Yeah.
My time's precious, what do you need?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Karl Pilkington, the movie doctor, what do you need, Papa?
So, makes you appreciate how good you feel. Now, sometimes I don't know if I feel well.
It doesn't make any sense at all either. What do you mean, sometimes you don't know whether you feel well?
Because I've been in my body for years.
Here he goes again.
Go on, yeah.
Here he goes again.
Now,
the two minds.
If there was some sort of kit that the doctor said, how are you feeling, Mr. Pilkington? And I go, I think I feel all right. And they go, well, do you? I don't know. And they go, well, step into the machine, right? Get into the machine, and if he could somehow transfer my feeling into his body so I could feel how he feels, and then he can feel how I feel, and he'll go, oh, you're not well at all. Your heartbeat's irregular for a start.
You're a maniac.
This is... I don't know what's going on here.
Why don't you just accept that if you feel well,
Because you don't know if you feel well.
Hang on, let's get this machine built. Sorry, why are people bothering studying AIDS? We've got to get this machine built.
Listen, this machine could do a lot of good if they could do it.
Why?
Because some people, you hear about people who go, oh, I think I've got a bit of wind. Before you know it, they drop down dead. Right? Because they didn't know. They just, didn't Mr. Jones have a sweat on, Mrs. Jones, before? Oh, yeah, he did, but he always had a sweat on. Well, didn't it bother him? No, he was used to it. It happened for years. Why didn't you come in? Oh,
and what would the machine do again?
The machine would make my doctor feel like me.
So Mr. Jones went to the doctor and said, oh, I've got a sweat on, right?
Right, so he'd go, well, I'll tell you what, get in the machine. So Mr. Jones gets in the machine. Yeah. The doctor hits the button. Mr. Jones gets into the doctor. The doctor goes, you have got a sweat on. I'm familiar with this because I had a fella in the other day with a similar thing. Take 3 of these.
You are a mental case. I don't know what this is.
Because why can't the doctor make that observation like a doctor does? Why can't the doctor, using his knowledge, observe the person with the sweat on?
This is like a scene from Ghost. This is like Patrick Swayze.
Listen, when my nerves were short...
Are they not short already? Have they extended since then?
Well, I just have to do stretches and just pull them about. Right. But when I had that, I'm not very good with words.
Go on.
So when I was going in saying, Doctor, my knee's aching, and he'd go, what sort of ache is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just an ache.
Toothache. It's like a toothache in my leg.
No, but it's different. It's a different ache. Now the thing is,
it's like an arse ache.
It's hard to explain an ache.
So he'd have to feel the ache, and then he could make an assumption from it.
Thank you.
So he would presumably go through training, going in the machine, and they'd bring in various sick people, and he would experience and feel every single ailment.
Great.
Yeah, but over...
Doctor, I'm going to let you know now what a swift kick in the bollocks feels like, just in case you ever have to diagnose that. Oh, you God! I can't remember that one.
Yeah, but...
Doctor, now you're going to feel a spike up the arse.
It's all about...
Oh, I can't remember that one. Okay.
No, couldn't I just wait until the man comes in with a spike up the arse?
No, you've got to tell you so you know
but
when
I
you
reckon
feel
I could assess it if he's coming, he's got a spike up his arse.
You've got to experience everything before someone comes in and gets into your body like Ghost, and you'll know what it is.
Hey, listen.
Well, you're seeing into their lives from like the morning. Yeah. So it's like a nice sunny day.
Yeah.
Radio's on. They're going about the day, they're having the breakfast, they're saying, oh, what we're doing tonight, and you're thinking, oh, they've got a nice life. She's like, love you and all that, yeah. He walks out the house, gets hit by a bus. Oh. So Clive Warren's dead.
I don't know if Clive Warren would take that part.
Because he ain't got much to do, has he?
No, I don't. If I know Clive Warren...
And I think you do.
I think I do. Carry on. So he's hit by a bus, so he's dead.
So he's hit by a bus and that. The titles come up.
Oh.
It's got you, right? She's devastated. She's fed up. She's devastated and that. Doctor says, Clive's dead. He says, but listen, what we can do now, we can take the brain out.
Right.
And a fact that I'd read that day before the meeting, this isn't in the film now, this is me.
Right, but luckily
I read a thing about how the brain can run on half of it. You've actually got a full brain, run it on half. So what happens is Morgan Freeman says, been working on this. You can run your life on half a brain.
Right.
She's sort of a bit like, what are you telling me this for now? My husband's just died like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, but if we're going to do this, we've got to act quick. She's like, do what? He says, whilst his brain's not fully dead, because it stays awake for a bit when you've been killed.
He's not dead then. Fine.
No, but
Wait.
he is. But they found out that it stays awake a little bit.
No.
No, he's gone.
No,
You're hit by a bus.
Yeah, no, he's dead. If the brain's dead, you are dead.
Clive Warren's dead.
And if the brain's not dead, you're not dead.
No, but it's like people in a coma. They're dead, aren't they? But the brain's not dead.
No, they're in a coma.
No, they're not dead.
Coma.
No, they come out of comas, don't
All right,
they?
then he's in a coma. He's been hit by the bus, but the chances are he's not going to come out of that coma, but his brain is still awake. So change that. That's easily done.
Hold on, though. I like this fact that he's in a coma, so they're going, look, he's definitely going to die in this coma. Take the brain out now. Pop the brain out.
And what happens is, they say, do you want half of his brain in your head? What we're going to do here, we can either turn the switch off, or we can put his head in your head. For his brain, take out half of hers, pop it in place. The same thing. She goes, why would I do that, doctor? And he goes, well, what will happen is, he's gone, but you'll have his thoughts. So in the morning when you say, oh, I don't know what to have, will I have cornflakes? His bit of the brain will sort of say,
have a Weetabix.
Have shredded wheat or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, good idea. Like I say, the brain is alive, so it's all going well when she leaves hospital.
Yeah.
And she gets a first taste of it, and it's a bit weird to get hold of because she's sort of, I think when she signs herself out, he's sort of fighting, writing his name and stuff. So there's a few sort of technical things that she has to get used to. If I died, and Suzanne said, go on, I'll have half of Karl's, right? She would wake up in the morning to a thought of me sort of going, oh, you never guess what I've just thought about or whatever. I'd still be there. Maybe like at the funeral, because even though the brain's still alive, they still have the funeral, and you can have like a funny bit where they stood around the grave and like there's some relation there who he doesn't like, and she can start laughing, and the family are looking at her going, why is she laughing?
Yeah.
And she's sort of laughing, and he's saying something a bit rude, going, look at her head. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Looks like
Stuff
a
on the
orange.
family.
Yeah.
Little cameo for you.
Yeah.
And
It's in the story.
then what happens is she hears the voice go, Leslie, where are you? Something.
Right.
Her name's not Leslie.
No.
No.
So she's thinking, who's Leslie?
Yeah.
So in her mind, she's going, who's Leslie? He's going, oh,
So he's thought, hang on, I've let something slip.
I've
here.
let something slip. So she's going, answer me.
Oh.
He goes quiet on her.
Oh.
So
He was having an affair.
this is the thing. So she's trying to hunt down
Leslie.
Leslie.
And he's got to stop her thinking it.
Then what happens is, I mean, you know.
Where your bags?
So he's got to hunt down Leslie.
So she's got to hunt down Leslie.
It's a woman, is it? Another Leslie, or
It's
is it
another
a bloke?
woman.
Right.
But what? Right. So what I said was maybe what happens is his brain is more powerful than hers.
Right. How is there power? Why is there no power involved?
What I mean is her brain was running the rest of her body.
Now he's
His
taken
brain,
over.
that gets more powerful and overrules her body.
Okay.
Yeah.
She then fancies Leslie. Rebecca will say something now and again, like, "Oh, I like me,
Minge.
I like me food done like this or whatever," and it's all about if
I
like
like my food cooked. Wait a minute, Clive Warren on this food cooked.
Yeah, I'm in two minds about this bacon.
Yeah,
What
I'm
I
going
mean
to turn
is
into a lesbian.
people.
Shredded wheat.
So you have all that, and people are sort of liking the film, thinking, "Oh, it's quite funny this,"
Yeah.
and then you hit them hard.
It's the most ludicrous idea for film I've ever heard. It's the maddest. Honestly, it really is the ramblings of a mental case.
I have to say though, I am hooked now.